Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're going to be casting this game between Jim 2852 here in the blue at 1049 versus Infernity Walrus here at 729. And looks like we're going to see E.Heros once again, one of my favorite decks to cast because it has a really great pace to the deck. And we see a Wild Heart is added, which I haven't really seen too much of. But, you know, it is unaffected by the effects of trap cards. So I'm pretty sure you can't even warning this card because Jinzo negates the effects of all face up, and, you know, obviously you can, warning or solemn judgment Jinzo. But Wild Heart's effect is he's unaffected, so I'm pretty sure that still applies in the hand as well, because that's just how he is. Because I know if you get rid of Light and Darkness Dragon, you destroy it in their hand, it still gets the effect. And our player is actually playing Infernities, which I thought he was going to be tricking us because, you know, there's no Infernity Walrus. Well, actually, you know, not in the OC or TCG yet. I don't think there's an Infernity Walrus, but there should be because walruses are pretty awesome. So he's going to take some damage for attacking into that, but that's okay. I don't know, like, I haven't really seen E-Heroes against Infernities, but I feel like as long as they can set up and have the back row before Infernities can make that big push, they should be good to go. Infernities is a deck that takes, you know, a little bit to set up, and you do have to set everything before you get your playoff. So I'd say when you're playing against Infernities, you can usually see what happens. Like usually they don't just like overextend out of nowhere. It's usually they have to set everything, or they have to top deck after setting. And besides that wasn't that much of a plus because ooh, and a Solemn Warning immediately comes out of that. So no Greffer plays, which probably is going to hurt just a bit because the Dark Hole wasn't even a plus. I mean, you got rid of Alias and Stratos, and, you know, he already got a card for free off Stratos, so he already is at a +1. That is, our player in the blue is still at +1, and so he's going to attack for 15. I mean, Wild Heart, I mean, Deep Prison's not so hot anymore. But I mean, Torrential is not that bad because if someone summons a monster or they're ready to synchro and you just go Torrential Tribute, and then your Wild Heart's good. So in that aspect, you know, Torrential is at 2 now, so Wild Heart might be more viable. And we see a Monster Reborn come out of our player in the red, so let's see what he goes for. My guess is Greffer, yeah, because he definitely wanted that Greffer. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have just Dark Hold immediately. So let's see what he sends to the graveyard. Because there are some Infernity decks that just don't play Beetle anymore. And there are some that still go with Beetle. I don't know. I mean, personally, I haven't played Infernities now. I mean, I don't know how good they are with or without Beetle. But he's going to send a Avenger to the grave. And then he's going to send an Archfiend to the grave. And so perhaps he's setting up for like a... he's going to set both and then Call of the Haunted to get the Archfiend. That's at least my guess as far as the play. He's going to summon Necromancer. Okay, so he does have... he's going to go for his play right now. So yeah, as you can see, he's basically going in for the play. But see, the thing is, I don't know if activating Solemn Warning off of an Infernity's, like their Greffer, is really worth it because you want to warning something, you know, their play, I'd say. And if he can't really stop this Archfiend, I'd say he's kind of in a bad spot. Let's find out. Because perhaps he's still waiting for that tuner to come out. Before he activates Hero Blast, he wants the player to commit as much as possible, which is a great thing to do, but he's going to be adding Barrier. But he won't be able to activate Barrier this turn. So let's see what happens, because... okay, he's going to set the Barrier, and it looks like he's just probably going to go for the attack. If we see a Mirror Force, though, ooh, a Mask Change. Okay, so, as you guys know, you know, Mask Change is a lot more playable now, because now that TCG we have, what is it, Mask Hero Dion? Or is that how... Diane? Diane? No, I'm not sure the exact pronunciation of it, but he's still going to go for the attack of it. Ooh, okay. So perhaps he wants it in the grave. Yeah, my guess is he wants it in the grave so he can Call the Haunted it? Perhaps? Or, oh no, he can get Avenger, okay. So let's see what he does. It is level 4, so he can exceed with the Greffer, which I'd say would be okay. Oh, he's going to synchro up. Okay. Let's see what he makes with it. Oh, he's going to go for Infernity Doom Dragon. Okay. Ooh, that is pretty darn good. Wow, that is pretty darn good. I didn't expect that. So, he's saying make effect? So maybe he wants to Valor it or something. But even Valor wouldn't really save it because he still needs to get rid of this. Because... Oh, well no, he would be able to get an effect out of it. But there is also a barrier next turn, so he has to take that into consideration as well. So I guess he's viewing his deck. Oh, because he does get the effect of... oh, I forgot about that. Massacre... Okay, so he does take the... Okay. So that's interesting. So I guess our player's still thinking of maybe phase 2. So because at first I was kind of weary on like why he would crash, especially into like this card where he not only would take damage, but he's giving him the effect. But let's see if that hurts our player, because there's a lot of plays where, you know, I'm not too familiar with how Infernities play now and what their playstyle would be against like an E.Hero deck, because I have not casted a game against the new masked heroes. But I feel like this card is relatively solid, though. I mean, it does require 2 cards to do it. But, I mean, it worked out pretty well, I'd say, for a player in the blue. But let's see what he's going to be able to do. Because I'm thinking, like, whatever he does have to take into consideration. There's this card right here, which is a face-down Infernity barrier. So he's going to go Gemini Spark. My guess is he'd want to negate that, because the Tributing is a cost, and then he would not be able to draw. And, yeah, he'd probably barrier. I mean, I assume, yeah, okay. But now if he goes for Shining, because, oh yeah, I'd say go for Shining. A pretty good card to go for. You go for a Great Tornado as well, and just half everything. But Shining definitely would be good, just because if it gets destroyed, he would be able to add. Yeah, Tributing is a cost, so I wish I could type in here, but unfortunately spectators can't do that. They have the Watchers chat, but it is a cost. So we see a Miracle Fusion come out, so let's see what he goes for. He goes for an Ab-Zero, though. That isn't that bad of an idea. I mean, he will have to attack into this, regardless of what he goes for. Ooh, okay, so he's going to go for Gaia? I mean, I thought going for... Oh, what did he remove? I wasn't able to see what the first card was, but he is going to be going for Shining, looks like. I thought he removed Stratos and Wildheart. Maybe he misclicked or something. And he's going to summon Alias now. I see no point unless he is going to be able to set Gemini Spark. Because, I mean, he needs to get over this, is what he needs to do. So he's going to attack into the Infernity Doom Dragon, but let's see if we see, like, a Infernity Break. Okay, so... And he's going to be able to destroy that, but he will be able to add those 2 cards. Back. And then Alias is stuck there in attack mode, which is kind of unfortunate. Unless he... Herald of Purple Light? No, yeah. Not possible. So he's going to be able to add to this E.Heros. And that would be the Wild Heart and, let's see, Magical Walrus. Oh, what? He gets some effect. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on here. I mean, he should add. It is a can effect, so there is a chance, and sometimes you might not want to remove because you want the attack to be so high that you're able to just attack your opponent with one monster and make it game if they have like a monster in attack mode. So I mean, sometimes there are times where you don't actually want to activate Shining's effect, but very rarely, I would say. And so, oh, it was an Alias and it was a Wildheart. I thought I saw a Stratos there, but yeah. So the problem is he's still. I mean, we know 2 of the cards in his hand, and he's gonna have to act. Even like a Gemini Spark wouldn't save him because he's got Doom Dragon and. He really needs to get rid of Necromancer now, though, because if he doesn't get rid of Necromancer now, wonder why he's sending him a picture. But I don't think our player can come back from this, but we'll find out. I'm trying to think of what else he could set that'd be good. I mean, perhaps Hero Blast would be okay. He could just activate Hero Blast immediately and just. I don't know if he has another E-Hero or another Alias exact. To be exact, as far as being able to activate Hero Blast, because if he has it, he would be good to go. Alright, so finally our player decided, I guess he's just going to end. I mean, I guess if he has Honest in his hand, that'd be okay. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just going to be activating Necromancer's effect, and he's going to get out something. Ooh, he's going to go with a Street Patrol. Okay, so, yeah, most likely, even an Honest I don't think could save our player here. Because at this point, he can just summon Archfiend and just activate Doom Dragon's effect and just attack for game after adding, like, another card with Archfiend. So, yeah. Let's see what he goes for. I mean, it's basically game, though. Because if he had Valor, he probably would have Valored Doom Dragon's effect early on. But I felt like our player that was playing E.Heros definitely didn't need to warning the Greffer. Because it's best to just wait for the Infernity play to, like, start. Like, when they go summon Archfiend, you're just warning that. Or they go summon Necromancer, and you're just warning the effect of Necromancer. I think it's just better to do that. I mean, what does Greffer really do? I mean, I know it helps him set up. But, I mean, if you have, like, a whole bunch of back row that you can stop them from setting up completely, and you can just keep on beat them down for game. Because E-Heroes can beat down people pretty fast. That'd be an option, too. He's going for Utopia. Interesting choice. I didn't expect that. I mean, wouldn't you get more damage by just attacking with these two? Oh, okay, he's gonna go for Launcher. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm curious why he didn't go for another Necrom or another Archfiend. Oh, does it have a limit of, except for Archfiend? Yeah, I mean, why can't you just add... Oh, I think because drawing and adding the card is different. That's probably why. I'm just going to activate Necromancer's effect, and yeah, pretty much from here I'd say it is going to be game. Just a tuner. So our player Infernity Walrus is going to give himself a shout out, so... Oh, he got a Void Ogre Dragon, yes! Okay, so this was a new card that recently came out, and it came out in the... I forgot what the name of the tin was exactly, but I did a video on it, but Void Ogre Dragon, and basically, I mean, even an Honest wouldn't really save the day, because there's just too much on the field. I felt like he really... Overall, the player in the red should have just activated Doom Dragon's effect and then guaranteed the game, because had there been an Honest, it would have prolonged the game for possibly one more turn. But basically, if he went for like maybe, I mean, he couldn't activate Miracle Fusion because there's Void Ogre Dragon. But if there was, you know, the ability to survive and get out like a Shining, our player might be in trouble because he kind of went through the Infernity play already. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon signing out.